Hi guys, today we're going to talk about Meghan Markle and her trip to Rwanda. I actually made a video about that. Today I'm going to talk about the ruler of Rwanda, Paul Kagame. So in that infamous book from that Mr. Bowel movement, he says that Meghan Markle had somehow praised Paul Kagame for his role in making sure that 60% of his parliament is made of women. She's being criticized about that, and he infers that the women are only paper dolls and they don't have real power, and that Meghan Markle, by praising that effort, which at the time was quite incredible in Africa, not that in Africa you don't have women parliamentary representation, you do, but you don't have to the extent of 64% of your parliament, right? She praised that, and she's being criticized, saying that they don't have real power. But my question is, where in Africa parliaments have real power? They don't. They just follow one ruler, and that one ruler's world only. And most of the time, the ruler is getting the information from the people from the West. I'm talking about the rulers from the West. So also the fact that people are saying that, okay, the fact that Meghan Markle praised him shows that she doesn't really know who he is. He'd say that he's a cruel ruler, someone who is accused of one of the horrible crimes in Africa, especially in Congo. And they say that by publicly changing his praise in her discourse, in her speech at the UN when she was talking about women representation, she was actually praising a dictator, one of the worst in the world. I don't dispute that, right? I'm not going to delve into that. I don't dispute it, and there are some truth into the fact that he is a dictator or whatever he's accused of. I don't dispute that. But the funny thing is, they are criticizing Meghan Markle for praising this man for pushing for women to be more integrated in the political apparatus, in the political game. But then, what about the Queen that actually met this guy so many times that it's difficult to count? What about all the people who smiled with him, the Queen, that is, who praised him when he came to visit her? I have put here all the pictures of Paul Kagame with the Queen Elizabeth, and some with Charles. So what about all those people? Are they not also praising a dictator? She's not praising a murderer, I should say. So how come it's only critical of Meghan Markle and not of the royal family? Like I said, what's interesting about this book is that it shines a light on things that discredit the author, and also kind of show that Meghan Markle is just an innocent victim here. She's praising women's representation in a country in Africa, the first in Africa to have a parliament that has more than 60% of its members female. She's praising that, and she's praising the effort done by the government of that said dictator, because it's uncommon in Africa. She's praising that. She's not praising what he's done, right? She's just saying that if men were doing as much for women as this guy has done, maybe women's fate would be different. That's all she said. She never said he's the good guy. She never said the best person in the world. She never said that. She just said, well, I see what he's done to the country in terms of women. Whether they have power or not doesn't count, in the sense that no parliamentary member in Africa has power anyway, because seriously, it doesn't exist. Maybe in South Africa, maybe that would be the only country where whatever the parliament select is taken into account. But when it comes to other African countries, most of the time, the law of the president is what that's being applied. And that same president takes his orders from people in the West. You have here all the pictures of Queen Elizabeth with Paul Kagame welcoming him in Buckingham Palace. And somehow Meghan Markle, who just says that his action to promote women parliamentary participation in his country is good, she's being slammed for that. That's so weird. Anywho, like I said, Meghan Markle never said Paul Kagame was the best thing that ever happened to Africa. It might be the best thing that ever happened to his country, because if you see how his country has developed, I think that some of the people there are quite happy. Maybe people in Congo are not happy because it's allegedly done with the money that's been taken in that part of the country. That's allegedly. That's what I read when I was researching things here, so don't come after me about that. So it's another dictator in Africa, a little bit different this time because he's pushing his female in his country to do stuff. Yeah, he has opponents that he is quite ruthless with, just like another person in Africa. And If he was that ruthless and that horrible, why would the Queen meet with him? Why would the Queen shake hands with him? Why would the Queen welcome him many times in the United Kingdom? This is a question that people have to ask, because I hear the haters talking about that online, spreading the rumor that she's supporting a dictator, that she wanted to be close to him. Well, she never wanted to be close to him. She never met him, but she's praising him for his action for women, which is something that Meghan Markle has been an activist for. So obviously, when she sees something that looks like an effort in that direction, she praises it. She's not praising the person, she's praising the action of that person. I am questioning the Queen. Why the Queen was receiving such a man if people deemed him as being such a ruthless dictator? I'm not disputing that. They might be right. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I can hear some people say that. I hear some people say that he's not nice, especially for the neighboring countries, with the neighboring countries. So my question is, why are Charles and the Queen meeting this guy, dining him? Because when you go to Buckingham Palace, you don't go there and leave, right? You stay for tea, for lunch, for whatever. Why is she staying with him and drink with him? Right? If maybe the Queen doesn't have that much power. She's only doing what she's being told by the government, which is what was being criticized about the women that Meghan Markle was celebrating, that they don't have real power anyway, just like the Queen then. She doesn't have any power in the country. She's told that there's a dictator that's coming to your country, you have to welcome him in your palace. Well, that she loves him or doesn't love him, it doesn't matter. She has to welcome him in the palace. Her own feelings don't count, and she's doing what she's being told, just like the parliamentary representative that happens to be female that Meghan Markle was praising. I don't know if I make myself understood here. If you understood, you understood. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you like the video by clicking on the like button, and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.